Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, Privacy Prodigy. गोपनीयतेचा विलक्षण. Today, we are diving deep into DPDPA 2025 Compliance Explained, where we uncover the latest trends in cybersecurity awareness, data privacy, and protections insights simplified for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Privacy Prodigy, where we simply data privacy and protection and cybersecurity awareness and digital trust for professional and enthusiasts alike. I'm Anil Patil, your host, and today we are diving into some cutting edge tools that can dramatically elevate your security posture. If you want to stay ahead of cyber threats, it's no longer enough to just have a basic firewall or antivirus software. Today, I will show you how to harness advanced tools for proactive threat monitoring so you can protect your data and systems with confidence. If you want to stay ahead of cyber threats, it's no longer enough to just have a basic firewall or antivirus software. Today, I will show you how to harness advanced tools for proactive threat monitoring so you can protect your data and systems with confidence. Crafting and comprehensive data protection policy. First, data classification and inventory. First, we start with the data classification and inventory. Think of this as knowing what treasure you have before you lock it in a vault. Organization must identify, categorize, and label data based on sensitive and importance, like personal identification information, financial records, or intellectual property. Without knowing where critical data lives and how valuable it is, you can't apply the right protection measures. For example, employee lunch means don't need the same safeguard as a customer credit card numbers. Two, data lifecycle management. Next is a data lifecycle management. Every piece of the data has a life cycle from creation, usage, storage, and eventual disposal. A strong strategy ensures data is stored securely, retained only as long as needed, and disposed of safety once it is no longer needed. Useful. Think shredding confidential paper, but digitally. Proper lifecycle management reduces storage costs, improves efficiency, and ensures compliance with retention laws. Three, risk management. Third, we have a risk management. Every time you collect or process data, there is a risk, a cyber attack, insider threats, insider misuse, or accidental leaks. Organization must perform regular risk assessments, identify vulnerabilities, and put mitigation strategies in place, like encryption, multi-factor authentication, or zero trust policies. Effective risk management transports data protection from a, a reactive defense into a proactive shield. 4. Access controls. For this access control, as simply put, not everyone should have access to everything. Strong access controls, strong access policies like role-based permissions and the least privilege principle ensures that every sensitive data is only accessible to those who Absolutely need it. Combine this with multi-factor authentication, and you are significantly reduce the chances of unauthorized exposure or insider threats. Assign accountability. First, assign accountability. A data protection strategy cannot succeed without clear ownership. Organization must designate a data protection officer like Anil Patil and TPO from Avia InfoSec, a responsible team from Pune. Their role is to oversee compliance, guide the business on regulatory obligations, act as the conduct points with the authorities. But accountability goes beyond a single role. Every department, HR, marketing, IT, should have defined responsibilities for data protection. Six, implement training and awareness programs. Second, training and awareness policies means nothing if employees don't understand them. Regular training sessions are vital to educate a staff about data protection principles, legal requirements, and their personal responsibilities. Effective programs don't just tick boxes, they simulate real world scenarios. For example, using phishing simulations tool Shieldfish, the phishing simulation and cybersecurity awareness solutions from Avi InfoSec test employees' ability to spot malicious emails, while privacy awareness workshop encourage teams to discuss secure data handling practices. And the goal is to build a culture of privacy across the organization when employees know the why behind compliance, they become the first line of defense against breaches. 7. Monitor and audit compliance. Third, monitoring and auditing and data protection policies must be actively enforced, not just documented. Organization should establish monitoring mechanism to track adherence. This includes reviewing system logs, monitoring access patterns, and setting up automated alerts for unusual activity. In addition, periodic audits like help access effectiveness and identify areas of improvements. Audits should cover both technical safeguards and employee practices. By monitoring and auditing regularly, organizations stay ahead of potential risks and demonstrate accountability to regulators, customers, and partners. 8. Review and update the policy regularly. Finally, review and update the policy regularly. Data protection is not static. Laws evolve, like the introduction of the EU GDPR, India's DPDPA, USA's APRA, Brazil's LCPD, Canada's PIPADA, Saudi Arabia's PDPL, South Korea's PIPA, Singapore's PDPA, China's PIPL, and Japan's APPI, and updates to the CCPA, and so do technologies and business models. Organizations should schedule regular policy reviews at least annually and also trigger reviews whenever major changes occur, such as adopting new technologies, expanding into new markets, or introducing new data processing activities. Updating policies ensures they remain relevant, practical, and compliant. Version control, clear communication, and training updates ensure that every employee is aligned with the latest requirements. Summary. To recap, a strong data production strategy includes classification, lifecycle management, risk management, access controls, backup, compliance monitoring, and employee awareness. By aligning with these eight objectives, organization can safeguard their data, ensures compliance, and build a long-term trust. Assign accountability, train your employee, monitor compliance, and keep policy standard, policy updated. These four pillars from the backbone of sustainable data protection framework. Organization that embrace these practices don't just comply with the law, they build trust, resilience, and true culture of privacy. Driving the data privacy and dialogue. If you found this video breakdown valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Privacy Prodigy for more insights on cybersecurity awareness, DPDPA, GDPR, CCPA, data privacy, and data protection. Drop a comment below. Which of these eight objectives do you think it's most challenging for organizations today? Let us discuss. Thank you for watching Privacy Prodigy. If you found this video valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your network. And tell us in the comment which of these four pillars do you think is the most difficult for organization to implement. Let us start the conversation. What is the first step in developing an effective data protection policy? Answer. The first step is it to understand your compliance requirements. Every organization must identify which data protection laws apply, such as GDPR, CCPA, or IPPA, and ensure the policy aligns with those regulations. This includes incorporating principles like consent, data minimization, and user rights to stay legally compliant and ethically responsible. Question first. What is the first step in developing an effective data protection policy? Explanation. The very first step is understanding your compliance requirements. Before drafting any policy, your organization must identify which laws and regulations apply to you, such as the GDPR, CCPA, IPPA, or India's DPDPA 2025. Each framework has a unique obligations around data consent, user rights, and security measures. Your policy must reflect these rules, ensuring that data handling is not just legally compliant but also ethically responsible. In short, know the law before you write the policy. Question 2. Why is performing a data inventory so important in the policy development process? Answer. A data inventory helps organizations understand exactly what personal or sensitive data they collect, where it is stored, how it flows, and who has access. This visibility is essential to identify vulnerabilities, reduce unnecessary data collection, and apply appropriate protection measures across all systems. Question 2. Why is the performing a data inventory so important in the policy development process? Explanation. Once you know your legal obligations, the next step is to map your data. A data inventory helps you identify exactly what personal or sensitive data your organization collects, where it's stored, how each moves, and who has access. This visibility is crucial. Without it, you can't protect what you don't know exists. A complete data inventory lets you find vulnerabilities, reduce unnecessary data collection, and apply the right protection measures. Question 3. How should an organization define the scope and objectives of the data protection policy? Answer. The scope and objectives should clearly outline why the policy exists, which data types it covers, and what outcome it's aimed to achieve, such as ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and compliance. This clarity gives direction to employees and helps align the policy with the organization's overall privacy goals. Question 3. How should an organization define the scope and objective of its data protection policy? Explanation. Every data protection policy needs a clear purpose and a direction. The scope should define which data and the systems the policy covers. For example, employee records, customer data, third party integrations. The objectives explains why the policy exists, such as maintaining data confidentiality, integrity, and legal compliance. This clarity ensures everyone from employees to executives understand the why and what behind the your privacy efforts. When people understand the purpose, compliance become a shared mission. Question 4. Who should be responsible for enforcing and monitoring data protection within an organization? Answer. Organization should assign a data protection officer, a DPO, as Anil Patil, or a dedicated data protection team. Their role is to oversee compliance, monitor activities, and ensure every department follows proper data handling practices. Clear accountability helps maintain transparency and trust across the organization. Question 4. Who should be responsible for enforcing and monitoring data protections within an organization? Answer. Explanation. Every policy needs a guardian, someone responsible for making sure the rules are followed. And that is where the data protection officer or a DPO comes in, means Anil Patil. The DPO or dedicated privacy team members monitors compliance audits and data activities and ensures every department handles the data properly. This clear accountability fosters transparency and strengthens a stakeholder trust. Question 5. Why is it necessary to review and update the data protection policy regularly? Answer. Because data protection is a constantly evolving laws changes, new technology, emergent organizational process adapt regularly, reviewing and updating the policy ensures it remains uh, effective, compliant, and relevant to current business and legal landscape. Question 5. Why is it necessary to review and update the data protection policy regularly? Explanation. Data protection is not a one-time task. It is an ongoing commitment. The regulation evolve and now technologies emerge and your organization data practices constantly change. By regularly reviewing and updating your policy, you keep each effective, compliant, and relevant. This continuous improvement ensures your businesses stays aligned with both legal changes and modern security challenges. Thanks for watching. Stay private, stay safe, stay secure. Only with privacy Prodigy guy. गोपनीयतेचा विलक्षण. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more cybersecurity awareness, data privacy, and protection insights. Thanks.